Hello, Grandma.
Happy 80th birthday.
We were thinking long and hard about what we were going to get you this year, given that it's such a special birthday. And also, what do you give the lady that has absolutely everything, including the best family?
Peggy, we really hope you enjoy this and that it brings a big smile to your face. Enjoy.
Hi, Grandma. Say happy birthday. Say hiya.
High five, Grandma.
Give Kate a high five.
Oh, good.
Sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Stop it now,
you.
stop it now.
Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Can you clap? Clap. Yay! Bye.
Happy birthday, great grandma. Hope you have a lovely day. Love Kate and Daniel.
Hi Grandma, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day.
Hi Grandma, I want to wish you a very, very happy 80th birthday. I love you so much and you've been there for me through whatever. And I remember the days when I was the little girl and you'd be pulling me little teeth out. And I want to thank you so much for being there. And I love you very much. Enjoy your birthday.
Hi Grandma, I hope you have a wonderful 80th birthday and I hope you get to spend lots of time with the people who you love and I hope you get lots of nice things. And I just want to wish you a happy birthday and thank you for everything you've done in my life. And I know you don't know that I appreciate it that much, but I really do. Ever since I was a little child and I used to come around yours and used to look after us and feed us and stuff when Mum and Dad weren't there. And even now when you come around and look after us, I really appreciate everything and I just hope you have a wonderful day. Happy 80th birthday, Grandma. Love you.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. I hope that you're having a great day amongst all of your friends and family. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for all of the kindness, all of the support, all of the advice, all of the selflessness that you've shown me over these years. You're a huge inspiration. You're such a special lady. You're one in a million, and I love you so much. One last thing. Thank you for saving my life when I was about 10 years old, and I thought it was more important to talk than to successfully chew a sausage. I see you soon. Bye.
Hi Peggy, happy birthday, happy 80th birthday. Wow, that's a big one. Have a fantastic day. Really sorry I can't be there with you to share this special day. Have a fantastic time with all your friends and your family. You know, I really couldn't wish anything better for someone with such a big heart like you. You've been a fantastic grandma to Adam, and you know, I'd really like to say that you've kind of been like a grandmother figure to me too. You're a very special woman, Peggy, and you deserve a really, really fantastic day. So happy 80th, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.
Happy 80th birthday, Grandma. I hope you have a lovely day. Lots of love from Elizabeth, David, Daniel and Kate.
Hi Auntie Peggy.
Hi.
Just wanted to wish you a really happy 80th birthday. Hope you have a fabulous day and have fun. Bye.
Hi Mum, happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful day and just a few words to say thank you very much for being a fantastic mother. It was interesting, we went to Whitby Abbey yesterday and you asked did I have a happy childhood. I had an amazingly happy childhood and I'm just going to talk about a few memories and a few things that I'd like to say to you on this special day. One thing I do remember is Domestos. if we had shares in Domestos, would be multi-millionaires. Mother with her cleaning. Everything was cleaned within an inch of its life, including us, scrubbed and shining and polished and new. And baking cakes in the kitchen, being allowed to help you make cakes and lick out the cake bowl. That was fantastic. Really loved doing that. Having a mother as a nurse was fantastic in lots of ways, many pluses and yet minuses as well. I remember when I broke my arm, the care, and I remember you assessing my arms, looking at both arms, thinking, right, yes, he's definitely got a broken arm, we need to take him to hospital. And but having a mother as a nurse also meant that you couldn't get away with anything. You couldn't fake being ill, sent off to school whether you liked it or not. You had to be on death's door basically before you could have any time off school, no pulling any wool over your eyes at all. I also remember those glamorous family parties in the 60s and 70s when you used to go around your sister's houses and have parties and all those music and smoking. There was lots of smoking then, wasn't there? And hair piled up high and cat suits and dancing and drinking and having a great time. It was all very glamorous for a young boy. Washing on the line, there's another memory from childhood. Big washing prop, a clothes prop, and all those washing flapping in the breeze. And do you remember Brentford Nylon's bedding? That was all the rage, all that nylon bedding. You'd sort of get out of bed and your head be sticking up on end because of all that static, because it was all sort of easy wash and easy to dry, quick to dry. And I remember having all those brightly coloured, multicoloured bedding sheets and covers. I also remember lots of family holidays, which were great. Obviously, trip to Canada in 1973, which was a fantastic experience, a wonderful time of my life. And that was the year that Sunderland won the FA Cup. So I remember Sunderland driving through Houghton with the FA Cup on a double-decker bus, which is quite amazing, really. Also, with the holidays thing, going back to holidays, the power cuts of the 1970s and having dinner in the caravan in the garden, which was a great adventure for a kid. And wonderful summers, golden summers, cold winters, having a wonderful time. And also, oh, that's my phone beeping, ignore that. And yeah, you working night shifts as a nurse at the nursing home down at the end of the road to obviously look after a family of 4. You had to, you know, it was just economics. You had to work hard as a mother to keep us all, and obviously Dad as well was working hard. And then when I was 11, going back to train full-time as a nurse, which is quite amazing, really impressive. A woman in her 40s going back to full-time work and passing, you know, exams and practicals and great success. So well done and congratulations. Thank you for doing all that. I remember how proud you were when I passed the 11 plus and went off to St Aidan's. I'm just looking at notes here, making sure I'm covering everything. And I also get from you, I get my love of music and history and literature. So you've got a lot to be answered for with all those kind of things that I love. And with regards to your nursing as well, working till full-time until you were 60, which is really impressive, really impressive. Obviously caring for grandchildren, even in retirement, caring for grandchildren and obviously caring for Dad at the moment. And I know he's being nursed within an inch of his life, and whether he likes it or not, he's going to get it. So the nursing, that is. There's a quote from Shakespeare that I remember when I was doing my A-levels from Antony and Cleopatra. And this quote is about Cleopatra, and it says, "Age cannot wither her, nor custom stale her infinite variety." And in a way that is a bit like you, in that you do seem to be ageless. I think Botox would never make any money out of you. And I think you must have a picture in the attic that's all wrinkled, a bit like Dorian Gray, because you look so young. And I think also the fact that you've got such a young attitude is part of that. And this is sort of going back to that quote about age cannot wither her and nor custom stale her infinite variety, and the fact that you've got this zest for life and this open curiosity. You're always experimenting with newfangled gadgets, your mobile phones and the internet, And you've just got a young light, you know, a young attitude. You're always curious about new things, and I think that keeps you young. And certainly you look young. Something that a quote that you've actually said over the years, and which is to do with, you know, giving us morals and values, is that to err is human, but to forgive divine. And that's something that you've said over the years, and that's something that I try to live by, to be trying to be understanding and forgiving. And but I think the greatest accolade for you as a mother is the fact that you have brought into this world 4 children and me bairns, as you called us the other day. And we've all turned out to be fairly, well, I'd like to think fairly normal, well-balanced, reasonable, sensible people. And I think that is probably your greatest accolade, because to be a mother, to be a parent, is the biggest job in the world, I would say. To be responsible for somebody's life and their character and their personality and their achievements, to help them with their achievements in the world, and you've certainly done that. Excuse me, itchy nose. Yeah, so thank you for that, and it's just an amazing life that you've had, and I feel very privileged and honoured to have had you as my mother, and love you very dearly, love you very much, and to take this opportunity. We all don't always say how we feel about each other. And a quote that I read recently, which I think is quite appropriate, is that the seasons may come and go, but a parent's love is forever. And that is certainly true. I know I will always have your love and be very loved by you, and that is priceless. You cannot put a price on a mother's love. So thank you for that, Mum. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Lots of love, lots of kisses, many kisses. And to finish off, a little happy birthday. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear ma'am. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, ma'am. Lots of love, lots of kisses. We'll be having a great time. Bye, bye.
Hello, Peggy. It's Patrick Moore here. I'd just like to say, I wish you a very happy birthday.
Hi, Mum. We're obviously here to wish you a happy birthday for your 80th birthday, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I've always had lots of memories since I've been born, as you will do as well. And I was always, as you know, very, very naughty when I was younger, but I always had a great life when we lived at Houghton Spring. And if it hadn't have been for you and my dad, I wouldn't be here where I am today, with a lovely family of my own, a nice house. And I just wish or hope that you have a lovely day, and I hope everything goes right for you on your birthday, which is a special day. And I don't really know what to say, because it's quite hard to say. But like I say, I hope you have a great, great day. Full of love, full of fun, full of family, full of cheer, because you deserve it. You're 1 in a million. God bless you. Have a lovely birthday. Take care.
Hi Peggy, happy birthday, 80. Can't believe it, but you can't either. You look fantastic though, as always. You wouldn't think that you were 80 years young. Hope you have a fantastic birthday. Hope that you have loads of family and friends come visit and you enjoy the whole experience. This year's going to be a bit of a trying year, but you've got loads of support here. We're all here for you and Ken. Just ask. We love you to bits and have a great time. See you.
Hi, Mum. Just wanted to wish you a happy 80th birthday. I know you're going to have a fantastic day, and I think you'll be very surprised at some of the people who will be wishing you all the best on your special day. We've had some good times over the years, ups and downs. One of my latest, fondest memories is when Dad and yourself moved into Mansion Heights, and not long after that, David, Kevin, Michael and I had afternoon tea with you both at the flat, and we just had a lovely time. It was laughter, there was tears. It was such a wonderful time that I'll always treasure. Not many families get that opportunity to be together in those circumstances. So it was definitely worth doing, and good on you for thinking of that. It was great. I just want to read out a poem that I came across that I thought was very nice, the words, and it just sums up the relationship between a mother and a daughter. The love between a mother and daughter is a bond of the strongest kind. It is a love of the present interwoven with memories of the past and dreams of the future. It is strengthened by overcoming obstacles and facing fears and challenges together. It is having pride in each other and knowing that our love can withstand anything. It is sacrifice and tears, laughter and hugs. It is understanding, patience, and believing in each other. It is wanting the best for each other and wanting to help any time there is a need. It is respect, a hug, and unexpected kindness. It is making time to be together and knowing just what to do and say. It is an unconditional, forever kind of love. And those words mean everything, I think, between a mother and a daughter. They're quite appropriate. Maybe there is some rough times ahead, and as a family we're very strong, so I know that we're going to pull through all of this. It's going on at the moment, but we need to forget about all that just for your special day and drink, be merry, have lots of laughter and fun, and hopefully we'll get some really good photographs of the day that you can look back on with fond memories. All that remains for me to say is have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I love you so much. I was trying to beat Molly's record of about 11 minutes, but it's a bit impossible, so I'm going to leave it at that. Have a lovely time. Bye for now.
Hi Peggy, it's Adam here. I just wanted to thank you for all of the things you've done for us over the years, and short and sweet, wish you a very, very happy birthday, and I hope you have a great day and enjoy yourself.
Hello Mum, it's David here. Just to wish you a happy 80th birthday. Hope you have a lovely time, and thanks for being a lovely mother over all the years that I've known you. 57 years is a long time. You're a very special person. All my love, happy birthday, best wishes, and I hope you get a lovely presents and have a lovely day, meeting all your old friends and family. Once again, love you very much. Thank you for looking after me when I was small, especially under the circumstances. It must have been a hard time for you then. I hope you've enjoyed your life and wish you all the best, and you should go for another 20 years of retirement. So have a lovely day. All my love, David.
Hello Peggy, I just want to say I hope you have a happy birthday, happy 80th birthday, and we hope you have a lovely day. Bye.
Anyway, oh yes, one of my first memories of our Peg is when we would go down to Gateshead High Street to have a little walk on a Saturday afternoon. And this day I said to my friend Mary, come on Mary, you can go down to High Street because our Peg and Ken, they'll be caught on the High Street walking up and down in that finery. Let's go. And I must have only been about 8-year-old when this had happened. And when we got on the High Street, of course, our Peg and Ken Julie came up the High Street and waving away, hi Peg, hi. And I go, Peg leg! And her face, she was mud. And I thought, oh, I've said the wrong thing, because that was my pet name for her, you see. I thought I'll get it when I get home, she'll kill us. Anyway, when we did get home, she says, don't you ever, and I mean ever, do that to me again. I'll never take you anywhere or do anything. So I won't do it anymore, honestly. But that was one of my first, but I loved, that was our pet. She didn't realise how much that was a lovely name to us. It was endearing. And then her and Ken used to have to take turns and looking after us. Used to have to, if it wasn't Peggy, it wasn't Betty and Jimmy, it was Peggy and Ken. And they used to take their turns. Anyway, but I loved when I went with our pet, because when I went, they didn't stay in and they took us with them. And we used to go, I never knew if my mother knew I went with them. But my mum, but when we used to go to the YM, and I loved the YM. Anybody who doesn't know the YM, it was a youth club, and it did everything. They did drama, and I just died to be old enough to be in the YM, which I did, eventually was. But our Peg was in all of the singing, and she was a beautiful singer. Had a beautiful voice, and she did a lot of the singing in the shows and that they did. And when I used to go, I used to look, because she used to put Molly on the mic, and I used to do all my Al Jolson songs, and we used to have a great time, and they were always, all our friends were lovely with us, as well as our Peg. Gosh, when I got told off, I tell you what, if my dad put me in the bedroom because I'd been naughty, which I often was, I used to be sitting in the bed and think, if our Peggy was here, I wouldn't be here. She was coming from work, I wish she was coming from work, because I know she would like. And of course, I used to wait for her coming in from work, and then in she would come. She'd sneak in the bed and say, never mind, Pet, she'd say, you're all right, you're still my love. She used to ruin us. But anyway, when she would go, she had a sort of my dad's ear. My dad always listened to her. And she used to say, Dad, let her come out. She's only a little, and she's only a bear. And I would get out for my supper. But, she had some lovely, lovely memories. Oh, I must tell you this about our Peg. Our Peg is averted to needle, She can't bear sewing.
Really?
Oh, she was a terrible sewer. She certainly wasn't nothing like me, because I loved sewing. But she hated sewing. But she would like to have an attempt. And I always remember she had this lovely red dress. And she was sort of, I don't know, like a fine wool. And she said, the rage was that you had pinafore dresses. And this was a dress. And I remember her saying, I want to make that into a pinafore dress. And she thought she'd have a go. And she'd cut the sleeves out, and she was making it. Well, she made a right blooming mess of it. I remember thinking, I was only little, but I can remember thinking, my mother's going to go mad. But anyway, she hid it at the bottom of the wardrobe. And I don't know what happened after that. I don't know if anybody ever found out what she'd done. I really don't know. And I know she was always wearing our Betty's clothes. And she was always sneaking them back in the wardrobe. And I used to know that, but I'd never tell her because I loved it that much. I didn't want anything to. She used to hide things in there, she'd wear her things and then she'd go out and she would come back and put them back in the wardrobe. And of course, she was always very meticulously clean. She always looked as if she'd been scrubbed, our Peg. She was rosy and, peaches and cream skin and of course, I used to love being with her. And then when eventually she left, she lived with us for a little while when Susan and David when Susan was born, she lived with us. And I used to help her with the baby, and I used to help her with her, and it was a lovely time. But they didn't stay long till they got in, when I think Ken went back in the police force. And of course, when I met John, I was only 16 when I met John, but I'm not kidding, we spent our courtship down there.
Yeah.
We used to knock her out of bed when we used to come from a dance, and we'd get the all-night bus down to Heaven, and we'd end up knocking on the window. Come on, we've got a party going here, you know. She just get up. We had some lovely, lovely times at our Peg and Ken. Oh, this is good. When they first were going to go to London, you know, they were thinking about it. And we used to have we said, come on, we'll have a weekend down there. So the four went down for the weekend to the Master Robert. I always remember it was quite exclusive, I thought then.
What gashes had done?
I know, it was lovely when we first went, because we were all brand new. And I think there was something going on that weekend. Something like the Burma Star March or something in London. We went into London where we had a great time. We did nothing but laugh all that weekend. But, I mean, for a start, we went to Soho. Ken was sort of looking around the door like this in the sex shop, and I was saying, come in, I'm going to have some leathers. And of course, I would be, I know, he didn't want to know. But I mean, Peg, we had a good laugh. But when we went into this, watch this Burma March, I know the Burma March, and the centre. And of course, it was a hot day, and we couldn't see over the crowd. So John got me, and he lifted it and put it on this windowsill. Peggy would probably remember what the building was. It was like the Admiralty or something like that. And he got her, and he put her up on the windowsill. But she had trousers on. I had a dress with tights underneath. Well, tights were ripped to bits, you know, under the windowsill. So when I got out, I goes, look at the mess of it. She says, I tell you what, our mother, we'll go into a loo, and I'll take my tights off, and I don't need them under my trousers. And she says, and you can put them on with you having a dress. So we're in a water station. She would probably remember. See, it was Waterloo. I don't know what station we went into, but went to the loos. Well, I was never thinking the echo. I mean, it always happened in the loo. And she went and wanted to take them out. I went near there, take mine out, and I'm going, throw them over, and she's going. She says, I missed. And then she threw them again. She says, eventually, I goes, they nearly went down the toilet. Well, when we come out, everybody was having a good laugh about it. Everybody in the news were listening. But that was the kind of thing we used to have great times. Lovely laughs and carry on. And if anybody deserves a good 80th birthday, it's our Peggy. Because our Peg Leg has a great, great heart. You know, and I love her very much.
All the very best to you, sweetheart. I hope you're having a great time today. I really couldn't wish you any more. You and Ken have a wonderful time. All the best, pet.
Hi, Peggy, darling. Happy birthday. 80 years young. And you don't look a day over 21. Lies. No, Peg, you know, quite fine. You're beautiful for your age. And I wish you every happiness for the years to come. And I hope you have a lovely birthday. But my first memories of you was when we're on, honestly, Peggy, this is true. When we're on the train to go into evacuation, And we're all on the train, and my mum had her head hung out the window, and we were all screaming because we thought she would get her head cut off, you know.
I remember that one.
And then I remember lots of things about when we evacuated. Happy memories going into the, taking the little ones into the woods and swinging on the swings and things like that. But the thing that always sticks in my mind is when the school had a concert. And you, having the sweet voice that you've always had, was the lead singer. I believe you were the lead singer. Anyway, you sang a song anyway. Mum and I were sat with Mr. Bennett, who was the headmaster of the school then. And Peggy's turn came round to sing. So she started off. You started off, my darling, but too high. And when you got meet me down in the sun, you couldn't reach the note. And honest to God, me mother and Mr. Bennett was under the seat laughing. And it's just so vivid, I remember, and I must have been all of about 3.5. And but you were always my big sister, and you used to take we all up to the gut, up to Low Fell, crowds away. And we used to have happy times up there, plunging in the water. And I remember when my sock went, Joan Wells let me sock float down, and you went absolutely light with it, because you would get killed off me mother for losing that sock. And then you come to go to work, and you went to Cunningham's. Ooh, it was a sweet shop. We thought we'd get sweets off you, but no, you were too honest. I remember once you slipping with a sweet. That was all. But we used to call in and see him, Mal and I, when we used to go down to Saltwell Park. And then when you started courting Ken Gaffney, wow. It wasn't you, my friends came to see, or me, you came to see Ken. They thought he was lovely. And then the two of you got married, and you had your family, and we used to go there quite a lot when we were courting. And remember, the New Year we knocked you up out of bed 2:00 in the morning. Hey! You never said a word. Not much. But it was a sorry day when you moved away down to London. Not sorry for you, because you and Ken did well while you were down there, and you were happy at the hospital down there and things like that. But we used to miss you quite a bit when you moved down there. But it was great when you moved back. And we're glad that you're up here in the northeast beside us, where we can see you and talk to you and be near you. And I wish you all my love for your birthday, darling.
Hello, Peg. It's me. Happy birthday to you, darling. You know I mean every word of that. They've asked for memories, Pet, but you and I are so close together. I think our memories are both together, aren't they, Pet? I remember the day you put your fingers in the machine, in the washing machine, the wringer. You were in an awful state that day. You were helping. You were helping to push the clothes through. And unfortunately, you forgot to take your fingers out. So they got all squashed. And my Auntie Sadie had to rush with you to the hospital, children's hospital, to see what was wrong. We used to go every Sunday morning with Dad down to Grandma's to see her. And then, of course, on the way back, can you remember we used to come by the top of the cemetery, and my dad used to see us along the top of the cemetery, because, of course, he was going for a pint to the Cross House, a pint or two to the Cross House. And we used to go down for our dinner, because we always had it late on a Sunday. And can you remember the time when I must have tormented you over something? Something happened and you were chasing me up the lane, and I got to the top and I'm hiding round the corner because you couldn't, and I had my elbow sticking out, and you threw a stone and it hit the end of my elbow, and we thought it was broken. And I came in the house and my mum made you and I go to the hospital, the children's hospital, together by ourselves, no adults or anybody, to find out if the elbow was broken. She said, if you had done it, you had to go and face the consequences. But I mean, when you think of it, Pet, we couldn't have been very old, because you were only 9 when the war broke out, and I was only 11. So it couldn't possibly have been, it wasn't that year, I think it was the year before. Never mind. It didn't matter, Pet. It wasn't broken, and we're friends again after that. We used to fall in and fall out, but we were close together, and I felt it very hard at times. And then later on, can you remember? You met Ken. I was going out with Jim, and on a Sunday night, Saturday and Sunday night, we used to take turns looking after our Molly and our Win, to let me mum go out, because before that she'd never done anything like that, because your dad used to tottle himself out and get his pint or two, and we persuaded mum to go with her, and we used to take turns, whether it was a Saturday night or a Sunday night, because were going with Ken and I was going with Jim. And that happened right till we got married, Pet, quite honestly. When you think of it, we weren't very young when it started, but I think we're a bit older than that. And then all through the time when I was ill, when I had the rheumatic fever, Pet, you were there, you used to come in and you used to bring me, you couldn't get sweets, you couldn't get anything. And you used to bring me whatever you could that was nice that you could buy, but you used to buy it for me at the shop and bring it home to try and make me better. We've shared a lot of things in our life, Pet. There was all the things over Susan, and she was a little girl. There was all these things with Jim, which was very hard because none of us had cars. We didn't have cars at that time. And it was difficult to get, you were at Seam, and it was very difficult to get through and see things, how things were going. But never mind, Pet, you were always there. And since Jim's gone, you've been there as well. We haven't always been able to do everything together, but we have done lots of things. Remember when we went off to Sorrento after Jim died? That was done in a twinkling of an eye. And then as the years have gone on, things have happened. For Ken, things got so much better. He left the police force and got such a wonderful job down with British Airways. But it meant you going away from home, which was hard. It really was hard. Because still then I was able to go down, and I went down to see you quite a bit and shared holidays with you and things like that. As I say, Pet, because we're so close, it's hard to pick memories out. They're just there. And then even when I had my 80th birthday, you were there. And so that makes it all the more, because we were still together. As we used to say, my dad didn't know what he was saying, but he used to call the three of us, his three contemptibles. And I suppose we were to him. I hope we'll always be close like that, Pet. And always together. I wish you a very, very happy birthday, Pet. And thank you for what you've done to me, for me, and always being there. Thank you, Pet.
Hello, Peggy. It's Friday, the 9th of July, 2010. And lost in the midst of time is the date when we met on the 3rd of February, 1946. Not many people know that, and I don't suppose many people remember to go back that far. However, in between then and now, we've had quite a varied life. We got married in 1951. We had 4 lovely children. You worked hard looking after them and bringing them up while I was at work. In addition to that, you also trained as a nurse, fully qualified, and then you went on to specialise in the care of the newborn and premature babies. You've always been a good worker, a good mother, and a good wife. And if I could turn back the sands of time, I don't think I would ever change anything. And I want to thank you for going wherever I went in connection with my work without complaint. Our life has been varied. We've had some lovely holidays together, you and I, and we've also had nice holidays with children and friends and relations. In addition to that, I just want to say thank you, Peggy, for the last whatever number of years it is from 1946 to the present time. And I want to wish you a happy birthday, have a lovely day, and want to give you my love, as always, your ever-living husband, Ken. And welcome to the world of octogenarians.
That's all, folks.